Hey guys, so recently you saw me do a watercolor painting on a wood panel, and the first thing that I kind of started with was a matte varnish on the wood. It was recommended by someone in an art store to always varnish your wood before you paint on it to prevent any wood tannins from seeping through and discoloring your painting. I don't know if that's something that is required, but I usually happen to have some kind of matte varnish, so I used it anyway, just to be safe. And then I did a coat of the watercolor ground. This one's transparent, so I can still see the wood. There is a coat on here already, and you can't even see it, so far so good. Golden does some watercolor grounds as well. I don't really care what brand it is. I just wanted that one because it was transparent. So what we do know is that watercolor is typically protected under glass inside of a frame because watercolor will re-wet. It can get smudged, it can get damaged, and you can't really clean it or fix it or anything like that, so they put it under glass. And so when I do something on wood like this, I want to coat it, do a final coat over it, which is really challenging because again, you can reactivate the watercolor. I think for that particular painting, at first I sprayed it with this picture and oil painting varnish with the matte finish, just in case, just so I can apply a final coat of something without smudging it too much. And I think what I ended up using is this acrylic gel. This is actually super glossy, and I didn't realize it because it doesn't say, which is cool. I can use this quite thickly, and it just leaves a really shiny plastic layer, kind of like resin. Someone suggested using cold wax medium as a finish on wood panels and other surfaces like stretched paper. People have been stretching watercolor paper over canvases and stuff like that, and they will use this cold wax medium. And when I heard about that, I really wanted to try it. So I have this. It's meant to be used with oil paint. It just does something with the oil paint. It's a mix of beeswax and Gamsol, which I believe is a paint thinner. I'm not entirely sure. I'm really interested to know what the result is, but in order to do that, I'm going to have to paint something. So I'm going to think on that for a little bit and make a piece of art so that we can go ahead and test this wax medium stuff. So here's a random painting. Pretty much just took a little thumbnail sketch that I had in my sketchbook for a long time and just did it. So I'm gonna start putting this on. I've seen people put it on straight with their fingers, which seems kind of not like a good idea. It has paint solvents in it, so probably don't want to use your fingers, but everyone does. So I'm gonna test it on the side first, just because I'm worried that the color's gonna spread, you know. I did spray it with this is not really a lint-free cloth, but whatever. There's no color coming off, which is nice. I did spray it with the spray varnish, so that might be why. But in my experience, the spray varnish doesn't really do very much. So it feels kind of sticky. Like, I don't know, like cocoa butter or Vaseline or something. Felt is not really a good solution to this. I'm getting it on my hands anyway, so this is good. And I also can't see where I'm applying it. Maybe this will help. It kind of does look like I'm rubbing petroleum jelly on it. Yeah, and I'm supposed to let it dry a bit, and then after it's dry, I can buff it. So it's like waxing your car, I guess. So we'll come back in a few hours, maybe this afternoon, and try that.